Welcome to What's New in Spotfire 10.10 LTS for administrators. This presentation covers 10.4 to 10.10. Topics covered include databases, including which databases are supported for the main Spotfire server DB, data connections, stability, deployment and security, and maintenance. Databases. Microsoft SQL Server 2019 is now supported, as is native Google BigQuery Access. This doesn't require a connector and works even with large amounts of data. ODBC drivers for Apache Spark SQL, Cassandra and MongoDB are supported, and support for Cloudera CDH6 is available in all clients. All of the databases listed on this slide are now supported as your Spotfire server database, which contains your report library and user accounts. Amazon Aurora, Amazon RDS for PostgreSQL, Azure SQL, Azure Database for Postgres, Google Cloud SQL for Postgres, and SQL Server 2009 and 2017 for Linux. Data connections. You now have better support for PostgreSQL, MySQL, SAP HANA and BW4 HANA 2.0, Apache Spark, and the Salesforce connector supports more columns. Under stability, Apache Ignite, which is used for clustering, now runs as a standalone process, which makes it more reliable and stable, and the Spotfire server seamless failover mechanism is very powerful for two particular reasons. One is that a Spotfire server can be taken offline without disturbing users currently connected to it. This is very important in web player clients, and this will make in future it easier to add and remove Spotfire server nodes in flight without having to take users offline. Even more usefully for those of you doing upgrades, it means that you can upgrade servers, perhaps non-production servers, without shutting down the system. The best way to do this is to add the new server before you upgrade any existing ones, so that you do not reduce the capacity of the system. Deployment and security. There is now support for deployment on Windows Server 2019 and for deployment on Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 and CentOS. You can also now initiate an OpenID login from a third-party service such as Okta or Azure AD, and TIBCO have published a really detailed security document within their product documentation section to help security professionals understand the requirements. Maintenance. The improved Spotfire Server Upgrade tool now preserves previously configured Java memory properties, it detects unsupported database versions, and detects incompatible driver versions. Even more usefully, it implements a trust store that can be transported when you do the upgrade to new hardware. This means that you do not need to recreate the trust store after an upgrade. It is also now possible to run a node manager as a non-admin Windows account. Previously you had to use a Windows admin account. And there is improved support for action logging from scripts. This means that developers using C# and Python APIs can now access information about the currently logged in user. Thank you for listening to this short presentation about Spotfire 10.10 LTS for administrators.